Welcome back, friends. My name is Deepak More. You are watching my YouTube channel, TheIndianOptions.com, and today we are going to discuss maintain mistakes diary video, and it is coming in from the record keeping section. And I know this video might sound a little weird to you, like why we should maintain our mistakes diary or something, but please indulge with me. I'm going to explain in next few slides about why we really need to understand our mistakes and how it is going to help you to improve your trading behavior. And this is really very important, guys. Going to the next slide. So like we all do mistakes in life, it's inevitable, and we are just humans. We are not robots or something that we don't do any mistakes. We are humans. There are a lot of times when you do a mistake. Sometimes you are not, you are thinking something and there is some issue happening at home, or something keeps on in your mind and you make mistakes, like, but nobody wants to flash their mistakes to the world, right? It's normal human tendency, right? So if I make mistake, I'll just keep it to myself, and everybody keeps it to yourself, but they don't tell to the world. And we don't even want to tell to the world. But like what happens is, like when you make mistakes in trading, it usually ends with cost implications, right? Either you will make profit, or if it is a good mistake that you made, nevertheless it was a mistake and you might make some profit actually. So there are always a cost implications for that. And this could hurt big way in some way if you are not realizing that you are making any mistakes as such, right? So it's really very imperative that we take these mistakes very seriously as far as when it comes to trading. And of course you have to take your mistakes very seriously in your life as well, but I'm not going to coach you about the life. I know everybody has their own set of problems, their own set of good things, but I'm not going to talk about that. But I'm surely going to talk about the mistakes that you are going to do in the trading, right? So we should take our mistakes seriously. That's really very important, and we don't need to broadcast them, but we really need to analyze them and understand them and try not to repeat them, because the moment you start repeating your mistakes, that is going to drain in your profit what you have earned so far. It is going to pick up those money from your pocket, and it's not going to be really very happy moment for you. So and some mistakes are really very difficult to catch or notice unless and until you keep on thinking about them, and try to question yourself why it is happening only with you, and things like that. But as a trader, like whenever you do a mistake, as a trader you already know in your heart, oh shit, I did that mistake, or sorry for the word, but it just comes out of my. So when you did a mistake, like, how this mistake has resulted in the loss or reduced profit, or so there is a lot of wealth of information in this mistake basically, right? Hidden mistake. And then these mistakes can come up with a list, like should do or to do list or not to do list basically, right? If you are learning from your mistake, which is a very welcome event, then you should put it, okay, henceforth we shouldn't do this mistake or something, based on your observation, based on your mental state or something. Like, if say for example, if you are disturbed, if your mind is not free with so if you have something going up in your mind, then don't do the trading on that day. It is as simple as that. But so that you will avoid the mistakes altogether. Or if you feel like it, just take a break, take a walk or something. It doesn't matter. So so this mistakes diary is actually going to this is only for yourself, not for me, not for anybody else. It is only for yourself to introspect your trading behavior. So you need to know why you did that mistake, and things like that, right? Now how do you record the mistakes is like, there are like so many factors actually. Basically derivatives trading itself is really very complex, and it is really very difficult to understand. And when there is a market volatility, and if you are losing money, you sometimes don't think straight, and you take some stupid, you do some stupid mistakes and things like that. So some are your faults actually, and some are not your faults altogether. There's hardly anything that you can do. And then sometimes then you have to understand like what steps we should do, we should take, so that we don't do this kind of mistakes in future, right? So the best way to deal with this mistake is just write in diary, when you finish when the market is closed for today, whatever, when you are doing your calculations of what actually happened today, and you know what you did, what how much you earned and stuff like that. When you are doing that calculation, also put little bit stress on what actually mistake you did today, and try to record them today, so that tomorrow when you try to browse through that diary, you will know that what mistakes you did in the past and what you should not repeat again and again. Okay, so the way I record my mistakes is like, I take a mistake number, say mistake number 1, mistake number 2, mistake number 3, something. Believe me, you will reach 100 mistake number 100 very quickly, and it happens all the time. It's really very, that is actually the frequency that you are going to make mistakes very very quickly. Okay, so mistake number, then date, and then what mistake you did basically. Okay, and what was the impact of that mistake, and then how much profit or loss you did because of this, and then what was your thinking at that particular point of time, like, what was your rational behind that. Or maybe say for example, you went for a smoking break, say for example, or you went for a tea break just for 5 minutes, and then this thing happened or something. So these are kind of things that you can note. Okay, then maybe you should ask somebody to watch, or you can take appropriate steps to avoid that. So what was your rationale of that? Say for example, you thought that the market is going down, that's why you opened something, and that the market started going up. Then you can write, okay, I did the mistake by miscalculating that the market is going down, but it went up, so that's how I did the loss or something. And then you need to take some steps not to repeat those kind of mistakes, or why you took that decision, and what was the necessity to take that decision on that one particular time. Sometimes you do take some hasty decisions, and then later on you realize that if you would not have taken that decision, then you would have earned more profit, or if you would have avoided the loss or something. So this kind of thing you have got to understand, and then later on then you can try to find out like how you can avoid this kind of mistakes in future, right? Now there is one page from my diary which I thought I should share with you. It's really a lot of things I've written here. You please read it, but I'll just summarize what I've written there. I had put like four put buy lots, and they were positive, and then I opened more 10 lots, more 6 lots, okay, at some price. And then when the market was trying to go to say 36, and when I thought that I'll take my target, I put out a stop loss at the below number 25 number. So the market was at 32. I wanted to put a stop loss that when the market goes to 36, then I should close it, and I put the stop loss that maximum when it goes back to 25 it should get executed, right? So I wanted to take that this thing, so I wanted to put a stop loss of 25. I put a stop loss, and immediately the trade got executed, because the market price was right now 32, and I was saying that okay, please execute my trade at 25, and it got executed. I lost a lot of money in that, but it was not much money. I think so it was just few thousand rupees, because it was just 4 lots and 6 lots, so not big deal. And the price was just 25 to 36, so just 8 rupees that I lost in this contract. But then I realized when I called the broker, they said that okay, we cannot put the stop loss by ourselves, we have to call them and they can put the stop loss for us. And then that was a very good lesson. This was like a very early stages in my trading when I did this mistake. And then I realized few things, and then by the time I wanted to put the trade again, then the market had changed by that time, and then it was not making any sense to put the trade again, so I just let it go. So this kind of mistakes happen all the time, because there are so many different factors that come into the play, and every time you do the mistake, it is always a new mistake. So try to learn from the mistakes, because when you make a mistakes, it will cost you money. So try to learn from your mistakes and try to maintain this mistakes diary. This is completely optional. I'm just saying it because I'm doing it, so I thought you should also know about it. So that's why I made this video. There's not much in this video to explain actually. So that's about it for this video. Please subscribe to my video, to this YouTube series. The subscribe button is right here, and thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to upload this presentation to my web page, www.theindianoptions.com. Please download it from there. Thank you very much, and you have a nice day. Bye bye.